you a maggot?
No, I'm an extreme maggot. I'm the bigger maggot that eats the little maggots. Are we recording?
Yes, we are. Everyone, welcome to the Pandora's Boxcast.
What up, y'all?
Pod. Today
I'm
we
back.
have
Joshua Carter.
Momo.
Me? I go next? Alright, well,
Yeah, that's Marcus Reed. All right,
Marcus
we're done.
Reed, the Alexis Santana, King of the Mustache.
Oh, yeah, my name. You all know it by now. So
that guy that got Diane Walters pregnant.
sure.
Okay.
Why not?
So today what we have in store for y'all is a movie and TV show.
Speaking
Yes,
of movies
and
and TV shows,
Give
look
it
at
a second. Let me introduce the bloody podcast.
He's excited about his job.
Okay, we'll get to that in like 40 seconds. Probably less.
The reason
Speaking of 40
it's just
seconds.
actually they get laid. That's why. It's just sexual tension. That's why.
That's last
Speaking
chapter.
of not getting laid,
Okay, that was the last episode. Or whatever. That was the podcast.
There was no sexual
okay.
tension.
Check your face.
Except for that
We're going
strange
to talk
boner
about
I had.
movies, TV shows, anime, stuff of right, general TV and TV related entertainment.
And not pissing on ourselves.
True.
And
unless that's in the show.
What are you guys talking about? I already did this like 5 minutes ago.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Speaking about that, why don't we continue with our topic from episode 0.5?
What the fuck? What episode is this?
Why? Yeah. Is
Is this episode pie or something?
This is episode 7.5.
This is episode
Point
0.715828.
This is 22 over 7.
20.
Also known as pi in fraction.
Okay.
I got some.
If you watch the podcast, which you probably should have.
Episode Shaq.
And if you haven't, what are you doing here? Click on my face or his face.
I can't do
or,
annotations. Alright, no, screw it. I can do it.
Or
I'll get to
Why
the
you adding stuff before we even...
No, I can add the
Click
annotation.
Shaq for more content.
Go to our website.
What website?
What
We
website?
got a Blogspot page.
We have a tag.
and you know, if you're listening to this on SoundCloud, you know, you're just kind of screwed. So, just listen, just like click.
Click on the area on your screen wherever
Yeah.
you think that
Just
the annotation is going to be.
just like swipe
If
left.
you're on SoundCloud, just go ahead and kill yourself.
You'll get
Hey,
Hey.
I'm using SoundCloud right
I
now.
said if you're on SoundCloud.
On
Download my
SoundCloud,
mixtape.
If you're mixtape on SoundCloud, kill
Main
yourself.
meal of the day.
if you're on SoundCloud, you will get a redirect to the Russian space program. I'm sorry.
Wait, that sounds kind of cool.
We
I think
haven't- we
I'm
haven't
wait.
finished.
Enough ADD. Let's talk about Legend of
Let's
Korra.
get serious.
So on
Okay.
the last podcast, on the last episode of the podcast, we were at the end with the discussion of the Legend of Korra, which we never got to finish.
Second
So
episode.
today we're
Dragon
going to
Ball
expand
Z.
upon it.
So,
Momo, you had some questions.
I did have questions about Legend of Korra because honestly I liked what I watched, but I felt like they pushed themselves a little bit too forward with their mechanization. But like you said yesterday, it was about equality. But I'm like, no matter what they think, like with the electric gloves and stuff, like there's still people who can bend elements. Like I think Toph's daughter. I don't know if she can
had a
element.
daughter?
She
Talk
had
to
two. Did you?
Yeah, too, man.
I haven't watched the show in a while.
She had two, and she didn't know who the daddies were.
She didn't know
Oh my
that.
god, she need to be on more.
She knew them. She just didn't marry them.
Maury, Avatar Bender.
Let's just say this:
Sokka, you are not the father.
they did not know who the dads were.
The boomerang was the father.
What's
He
that
kept
old?
coming back.
What's that old man that was?
No.
knocking that
The last
coffin thing?
episode of
King
the last episode of the Airbender, the boomerang never came back.
Oh yeah.
Sokka was on the airship and
Yeah,
he
he
just
hit a
threw it
firebender doing the head and it just flew off.
and never came back.
It was like boomerang.
Bet he took out a legion and found that thing along with his meteor sword. He had to have found it.
He did throw his meteor sword, didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he cut off a whole platform.
Honestly, I don't care what you say. The last episode of the first season, I mean, not the first
Series?
season, yeah, the first series is going to be better than all three of Legend of Korra combined.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
seems about right.
It's a spinoff, so immediately it's gonna have to.
Is it really a spinoff?
It's not a spinoff.
It's
Like
by
a
definition,
continuation.
it's
I
a
would-
spinoff.
a continuation.
The reason I
By
By
would-
definition, it is a spinoff, but it's also a continuation of the
The-
original storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reason why I wouldn't call it a continuation is because, well,
It's like a whole different world.
yeah, it's like a whole different
It's
era,
a time error.
Yeah.
which is one of the reasons why I'm patiently waiting for Nickelodeon to come out with another one. Maybe not like after Korra, maybe like before Aang. I think that would be a good idea.
I had two ideas of what they could do. Like the first idea is, you know how there were like, I don't know about millions, but there were a lot of avatars before Aang.
Mhm.
So like I want to see like if they had like, you know how like they had mini episodes for like some shows,
Mhm.
like just for like series, like maybe 1-2 episodes for like each avatar. And then the second one is like we still don't know. I don't know because I still didn't watch like the second and third season, but
They did show the first Avatar.
not the first avatar, but like I don't. Did they show how Aang died?
I think it was of old age.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just of old age.
Like,
Wait,
I wanna-
Aang died?
Yes.
Why do you think
Why do you think it's Korra?
the next Avatar?
There can't be two avatars.
Actually,
Wait,
What
can
if there was?
Can he
That
just
could
like
be another one.
Can he just like pass her as staff or something and like live forever?
Oh, I like
Why
that. I
did
like
he
that
have to
idea. You
die?
just know, like one evil avatar, two avatars. It's like
That was
those.
second season.
yeah, that was the second season.
Are you serious?
Really?
Because they explain how the Avatar cycle came to be, and how the spirit that gave the ability to control all four elements. The Avatar world's all about balance. So there's that one was the good one, known as Rava, and there was another one called what, Vatu?
Yeah, Vatu.
It was the evil one. They were always fighting each other, but then some dude messed it up and had to fix each other, but only when the dude absorbed Rava, and he could use all elements at once. Otherwise, she would pass through him and he would switch. But eventually he just absorbed her, and then that's why they glow and stuff like that. But
And
they get into it.
yeah, and personally, that's when I think the second season really kicks off and starts to get better.
Yes.
Because a lot of people thinks that the whole spirits chapter is horrible, and I
It's just so
and
off
but
basis and
but-
terrible. Like
but-
it does nothing to show how Korra changed between
but
like everything that she went through in the first season. She like the way she was easily manipulated by like an evil waterbender.
Mhm.
Like the what she had to do, what she thought was wrong, but did it anyway because it seemed right for the people. Like she didn't learn from that at all and did it all over again. So it didn't show any growth of the character. Like Aang was a playful goofball in season 1. Season 2, he knew what he had to do. By the time the northern water temple or area was like attacked, he realized that he had to save the world or else it would burn to the ground.
And he was
No.
about to like almost not do it. Like,
yeah, like
one
he's
episode-
scared. Like he was legitimately scared, but he had to step to the challenge.
But the thing about it is, how can I put this? Sure, it didn't show any growth for Korra, but what people forget is that it showed growth for Avatar as a whole, as like just this whole world. We got to know more about the spirits, more about the avatars
That's
in
true.
general.
It's like I'm not saying it's a horrible season, but it's just the worst out of the 4 of Korra. Yes,
I thought it was 3.
there's
4.
4. It's
It's
air,
4 books.
spirits,
Okay. Oh God.
It's
Okay.
The
air,
spirits.
spirits.
well, I
What was the third season?
balance.
Balance.
No,
Yeah, balance.
then like
Then
strength.
change.
Yeah, then change.
Did she ever learn airbending?
Yeah.
Yes.
She did at the
That's
very
why the
end.
first one's called Air because like like every book.
Didn't she
in the
start
first
off
book-
airbending?
No, she started off like she was like,
Waterbending?
she was like
No,
five-
she
started off
she-
waterbending.
no,
But
she-
Did she start off with all of them?
No, yeah, she started.
She
off-
started
all
because
started off with all
she
of
knew how to. I remember this one like in the very first episode. She knew how to do like, she knew how to earth bend, she knew how to water bend, she knew how to fire bend. But it was hard for her because
Because she couldn't like she wasn't good with connecting with her
Her
spiritual
spiritual
side, and airbending.
Is
that's
spiritual.
basically
Yeah.
spiritual.
Yeah, to be
Yeah.
free.
But
Because I remember Aang couldn't earth bend because it was like because that was his opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So his free flowing nature couldn't like just settle like his method of always being like quick and moving like it's always fluid change. He could never stand to be like firm. He always had to weasel. Like, if he got caught, he weaseled his way out. He couldn't just be firm and fight.
or like Toph just explained in Legend of Korra, she threw some rocks at Aang. Sokka ended up in a hole. And
I remember
Aang,
when Aang like they were at that pit.
Oh, yeah, it was-
and then he had to do that, and he broke his finger.
Alright, that's switching topics. Movies.
Never watched Ouija.
Movies, yo.
Which one?
You know, it was like a movie about a Ouija board.
I hate no.
Ugh.
Screw that.
That movie was okay. Here's
That
why I
movie
think
is
it was
gonna
bad.
be 80% jump scare and 10% garbage and another 10%
The thing-
of why am I even watching
That
this?
sounds like Ouija sounds like a Mario game made by Panasonic. Like Ouija.
It's like the movie was like it built up like the old movies, like how it built up, like if you do this, like so and so's gonna happen. It's basically like that, and then like at the very end things happen. Like one girl, like she was flossing her teeth, and then like her mouth just like suddenly like just went. It just like got sewed in, and then like she just like got possessed, floated up, and then her head like hit the tip of the sink, and then she died. Like
Holy
I was
crap.
sitting there, I was like,
Spoiler alert.
That's the reason I think
Spoiler
why
alert.
scary movies have like lost their luster over the past year.
because it's all
Oh,
like jump
yeah,
scares.
It's that's the main reason.
There are a few movies.
exceptions.
Well,
Yeah.
no. Actually,
Always.
the last movie of its kind, like Wes Craven like movies, were like let's say Jason movies, Friday 13 movies. Let me get that right.
but those
Um,
movies like they kept pushing
Those
the
were
character
those
onto
were
you.
Yes.
horror, those like suspense thrillers.
Like you never
Oh,
know
yeah,
when
yeah.
he would come out. Like
Right.
you'd be
Like-
like, he's coming over
Like
there.
you knew he was in
So-
the building, but you didn't think like how would he kill him? Like because you usually think a machete. No,
The
So,
you
like,
throw a
a
pitchfork
movie-
through your skull.
Yeah, the
Like,
movie.
okay.
I'm not really so much scared of like suspense thrillers. I'm more of like the thing Ouija Muhammad was talking about. It's like the other side. When I watch a scary movie about like ghosts and demons, I want a movie that'll make me not want to go into the bathroom and look.
Scary though, like
And that's the
like,
thing.
they
You have
ain't
to
trying
build up to
scare
it.
you.
Like,
That's the thing.
I was watching this movie.
They're trying to push religious propaganda on you
I'm-
and make you completely
It's not so
insane
much religious.
with
It's just
the
like what,
Illuminati subliminal
I
messages.
need to get the medical chair.
No.
it's like what they represent. Illuminati confirmed.
Illuminati.
Yeah.
Illuminati.
So it's like what they're trying
No,
to represent.
we're just all Jay-Z fans.
Illuminati.
Jay-Z, come
Sure.
on.
Illuminati.
Fuck Kanye.
If Jawan sees.
Illuminati confirmed.
Okay, yes, scary movies.
So it's like demons, like it's what they represent. Like Beelzebub. I don't know how I know
what?
this.
Beelzebub.
Yeah, it's like
who's that?
it's like a
Satan.
demon.
It's the
Lucifer.
devil.
Yes.
It's the devil.
Okay,
You
okay,
don't know this
Lucifer.
stuff?
Okay.
Like we all know what Lucifer represents. He was the first fallen angel.
But we
blah
don't
blah
know
blah.
what Beelzebub means.
He's one of the demon. Don't ask why I know this.
Don't ask, I was just reading shit last night.
It's okay. We understand your pagan rituals, man. You can just continue.
Okay, but it's like we all know what Lucifer represents. So if you want to make a movie about that, they're gonna make specific jump scares for what he does. Like since he was the first fallen angel, maybe like they're gonna be like one person's about to die, he's about to go to heaven, he sees a bright light and he's like running towards it, but then like the bright light turns into like a fire and then boom, he's in hell, he's getting tortured, blah blah blah.
We
Like
copyright this
that would
idea.
be actually interesting, like to see how how he will play with your mind.
yeah, that's the movies I like
Psychological thriller.
yeah, like
It's like even though you think you're going somewhere, like just switch it on you. Like
Scream.
you think you did good.
Yes.
Scream, because I watched the first two
Yeah.
Scream movies over this past weekend. Those are some excellent movies.
Excellent
You
suspense
you
movies.
ex- you think you know
Now
what's
you
gonna
rich.
happen, but even if I've seen clips of the movie, like who the killers are at the end of the movie, and each movie still surprised me when I watched it, cause it gave like. Yeah, it was suspenseful, and
And
it was
going
like
through the movie again just like gets you
Yeah.
thinking about it and thinking about things that were happened last time, and like you just forget about the ending and you start thinking about the story that's presenting.
it's like Scooby Doo for adults.
oh
That's
yeah,
pretty
I
much
could
what's been
tie in a game to this.
Yes.
Have you guys ever heard or like played PT?
Yes.
That
That game,
Yes. Yes.
freaky.
it's like we said, the psychological thing. Like it's pushing so much onto you, and then like another spoiler. Like you know how like when you have to peer into the door, like
Right.
I was literally stuck on that part because I didn't know you can zoom in, but I was just walking around. And I was walking around for 10 minutes
Oh, yeah.
all the
I mean,
time.
Cut you off, but for all the Walking Dead fans that are watching this, the main character of PT is Earl.
I was
Earl.
about to say that.
You
That
just
was-
spoiled it for the people who
What are
haven't
you
played the
talking
demo.
about, Earl? What do you
From The Walking Dead.
Is it Earl?
It's not Earl, it's
Daryl.
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 Dixon.
Daryl.
It's
Earl.
That's Earl. I'm thinking of
Earl. Hold on, you need to put this wig on. You just messed up big time. Put that on, bro.
That's the full time wait. If you get something wrong, you get to wear it for like a minute or two.
Okay.
Okay.
Earl.
Just
Daryl
so
Dixon.
you know, nobody rages that, you know, he called Daryl, my name is Earl.
My name is Earl.
It's like the PT. That stuff is. That
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
makes us like the psychological deal.
This
With
shit's
jump
been in
scares
my
are
eyes.
fine if you do them right. Like the way they make you play TT, like you gotta zoom in and a lot of stuff, and like check little small things and listen.
Crap.
So it'll be like one time you'll hear footsteps, and you'll see a little glimmer out the window. So you think, okay, I gotta zoom in. And when you zoom in the window, that creepy death corpse-like lady pops up and scares just everything out of your bowels.
It's
Just
so.
gone.
Oh my.
And then that's like one of like maybe 4 or 5 jump scares throughout the entire like maybe
Yeah.
3
when
hours.
she closed that door, I almost
Corpse
peed on
baby.
myself.
Let me just say this. I haven't played the demo. But I have watched. No,
Pussy.
no, I have
You're
watched
nothing but a pussy.
gameplay.
Because I was
of
playing
that demo.
up to that
You're
point,
pussy.
my friend that came over and we started playing, and he started recording me. And I don't know why. Like I'm not a scared guy, so I'm playing it. I'm just like, oh god.
I
I
just
don't
shit.
know.
I just shit
Like,
and pissed.
Cause like you don't know. Like I'm not a. They said it was like a Silent Hill like trailer or something.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a Silent Hill playable teaser.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm playing it and I'm like, wow, I can really get this game. It's really nice. Blah blah blah. And then like when I have to go into that room, my friend like, cause he played it before, but he didn't know like when the jump scares were. So he was like
They
looking to
change.
sync. Yeah.
They change depending on what you do.
That's why you always keep the covers up on your bed so he can run up under there whenever the jump scares come, man. You know.
I jump
Yeah.
like when
Keep
she, when
that
she
door open.
Bitches, dude.
like when I turned
Real
around,
man.
like I went through the door after I had to peer through the door. Like I went through that other room like twice. So I came back and out of nowhere, like she just came out. She just came out like the screen just went black and I just saw her like right here in my face. And like I almost broke my spine because like, I jumped back so high. I was glad my bed was right there because that's the only thing that caught me. I would have kept going back.
This is her name's Betty.
No.
Her name is Earl.
Earl. Da-na-na-na-na.
Earl the styrofoam head.
Yeah.
Alright, I think you had enough of them.
Alright,
Like a punishment.
okay, thank you. That was getting my eyes. Moving on. Anime.
Smell like slop.
Fairy tale.
Oh, no, we already
Baku no
talked.
Piku.
Fairy tale.
Oh God.
No.
Put the wig back on.
Wait. Okay, I got.
No, wait. So, has anybody been watching Tokyo Ghoul?
I have.
Yes.
I've been meaning
I
to watch
just started
The
that.
the
Ah,
Mine is fuck.
you
the
see
second
what happened
season?
the
was-
second season
Enjoyable.
just came out,
Yeah.
and they're
Okay,
like
it's
I
good.
think like 4 episodes in.
So that was
Yeah.
the guy who had to like eat people or something to stay
Yeah.
alive.
It's like ghouls. They like go to the old termination of the word ghoul, because ghouls actually used to eat people before they were like besties with vampires.
Besties.
And before vampires became pussies like Twilight.
Yeah.
Those are vampires.
Those are fagpires.
Those are what I don't know what they're called. I don't know what people term them. I call them ice walkers because they drink blood and their skins are like ice or like diamond. So like just call them ice walkers. They're not vampires.
That's a nice-
Dracula's a vampire.
What about the Tim Guns?
Nosferatu's a vampire. What
A
the-
vampire?
Vampire.
Vampire.
A grandpa vampire?
Maybe a grandmaster vampire.
But continue, Easton.
What about the
So-
Tim Gun vampires though? Seriously,
So-
like the ones with the capes.
Hey, chair.
So yeah, and like he eats, and the way it comes in, it's like there's like just this world of like ghouls, and they just randomly eat people at night, mostly at night. Sometimes they'll just eat people in the morning just because they feel like it.
More of
they didn't eat
a, more of a
anything
reason
last
to
night.
never leave your house.
But so our main character Kaneki, don't rage if I got that wrong.
It's
but-
Kaneki.
Yeah, Kaneki.
Unsubscribe.
To the 10 people that are watching this.
Ow. At least we're trying.
So
Yeah, okay.
the main character, he's born human, but like.
I didn't change my chair.
But to his unwilling desire, I don't know if I said that right, but to his unwilling desire, he ends up becoming a ghoul through surgery after some girl tries to kill him.
Hellsing?
No.
Surgical vampires?
This sounds like
Surgical ghouls?
This
This sounds like
That's very
Actually,
similar.
actually, Actually, the way it's set up more like when I watched it, the first thing I thought was Dead Man Wonderland.
Then you had the second season. Then you can finish the first season.
Because of the blood manipulation.
I wouldn't call it blood
Blood control?
blood
control.
I wouldn't call it Red Lanterns, but yeah, that's what it kind of reminded me of.
On another note, who's watched this anime called
Death Note.
Oh no.
What?
It's called. I like.
Did you say ill no?
Wait, it's called Danganronpa. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
Uh,
The gun.
isn't that the thing with the black and white teddy bear?
Yes.
Yes.
That show
Yeah, no.
is so great. It's like
It started off as a game, and then
yeah, and then like people thought it was a game until like somebody got. This is another spoiler apparently. So it's like you
Wait,
can kill.
wait. La 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 la.
So,
la, la, la,
The way you have to, there's 14 teenagers stuck in this high school. So the only way you can get out is if you kill somebody and you get away with the murder. So if you get away with it, everybody else dies and you walk free. So,
Okay.
but if you get caught, then you still die and everybody else can like still
Zero
live.
midnight.
So the first guy, he killed this. I forgot who he killed, but he was like a baseball player because they're like super high school students.
Yeah, they're
blah, blah, blah.
geniuses and stuff like that.
So he kills one lady, and since he's a baseball, whatever you do, shut up.
This sounds like a Florida reality show.
Wait, no. Okay, so
It's
wait.
like so whatever you did in high school, that's the way you died. So since he was a baseball player,
He got pelted with hundreds of baseballs, right?
millions of baseballs.
I think I seen like a death clip of that, like all the deaths in that. Like there was
That show is so great.
What if you was the hoe in school?
You get beat with dicks.
Okay, on that note, hey, okay, with that we're gonna end. Marcus, now.
Shut up, slave.
With that, we're gonna end this episode.
I wanna do the outro.
We have yet to name this.
It is
segment.
pop.
Pass me the box.
It's .78289.
Next time on
Episode.
Boots and Socks.
What's the show gonna be called?
Michael Jackson resurrected.
Mufasa doesn't.
The gang goes wild. Next episode, Gummy Bears. Dun, 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 dun.
Film box. Episode 1.
Recommendations.
Recommendations.
Dun, dun, dun,
Well,
dun,
if I can find you.
Why don't we just call this?
This outro is gonna last a little too long.
Like and subscribe. Bomb on mixtape.
It's called